Somewhere, right now, someone is signing a check that will never bounce. Somewhere, right now, someone is boarding a plane they own. And somewhere, right now, probably closer to you than you think, someone is sitting exactly where you're sitting, watching this exact video, about to change the next 10 years of their life. The question is not whether that person exists. The question is whether it's you. Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Most people will die with the same bank balance they were born into. Not because they weren't smart enough, not because they weren't talented enough, but because they never installed the one thing that separates the billionaire from everybody else. Not money, not luck, not connections, mindset. And in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to hand it to you, piece by piece, until you can't unsee it anymore. So if you're serious, and I mean serious, about changing your life in 2026, don't skip this, don't scroll away, sit with this, because what you're about to hear will either be the thing you remember forever or the thing you regret ignoring. Let's begin. You've been lied to your whole life. You were told that rich people got lucky, that they were born into money, that the system is rigged and there's nothing you can do about it. And listen, sometimes that's true. Some people are born on third base. But here's what they don't tell you. The majority of the world's billionaires, the vast majority, built their empires from nothing. No trust fund, no inheritance, no golden ticket. They started in garages, in dorm rooms, in basements with bad Wi-Fi and worse odds. What they had wasn't money. What they had was a mindset that refused to accept the life they were handed. And that's the part nobody talks about, because it's not glamorous. It's not a yacht. It's not a Lamborghini. It's a decision made quietly at 4 a.m. when nobody's watching to become someone completely different than who you were yesterday. That decision is available to you right now. Not tomorrow, not when things calm down, right now. So let me ask you something, and I want you to actually answer it in your head. If nothing changes, if you keep doing exactly what you're doing today, every day, for the next 5 years, where do you end up? Sit with that for a second. If the answer scares you, good. That fear is fuel. Use it. Now, here's where it gets interesting, because everything I just said is only step one. The mindset shift isn't a single moment, it's a system. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the 5 mental shifts that every self-made billionaire makes before they ever make their first million. Most people will only apply 1 or 2 of these. The ones who apply all 5, those are the ones who end up on magazine covers. Stay with me, because shift number 3 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it's the one that changes everything. The average person treats money like it's rare and time like it's unlimited. The billionaire mindset flips that completely. Money can be lost and made again. It can be borrowed, earned, multiplied, doubled, tripled, but time only moves in one direction. Every hour you spend scrolling, complaining, or waiting for the right moment is an hour you will never get back, and it's an hour your competition is using to get ahead of you. This is why people who build empires guard their calendar like it's a vault. They say no to things that don't move them forward. They don't attend every party. They don't answer every text immediately. They protect their focus the way a bank protects its gold. Ask yourself, how many hours did you waste this week on things that will mean absolutely nothing 5 years from now? That's not a guilt trip, that's data, and data changes decisions. Starting today, treat every hour like it costs you $1,000, because in the compound math of a life well built, it does. Here's something almost nobody wants to hear. Comfort is the enemy of your future. Every single person who has ever built something extraordinary has done so by walking directly into discomfort again and again, while everyone else ran from it. Long hours when others were sleeping, rejections that would have crushed most people, years, sometimes a decade or more, of being misunderstood, doubted and underestimated before anything worked. The billionaire mindset doesn't avoid discomfort, it seeks it out because it understands a brutal truth. Growth and comfort cannot exist in the same space. If your life feels easy right now, that's not necessarily a good sign. It might mean you've stopped growing. It might mean you've settled into a version of yourself that's smaller than you're capable of. So here's a challenge. This week, do one thing that scares you. Send the email you've been avoiding. Make the call. Ask for the raise. Start the business plan you've had saved in your Notes app for 2 years. Discomfort isn't the obstacle between you and your future. Discomfort is the path. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of people who clicked on this video and left in the first 2 minutes. That's not an accident, that's a signal. It means part of you already knows something needs to change. Keep that feeling, because what comes next is the mindset shift that most self-made success stories will tell you was the single biggest turning point in their entire life. It's not about hustle, it's not about hours, it's about identity. And once you understand this, you'll never see failure the same way again. This is the one that changes everything. Most people wrap their entire identity around their current results. If business is bad, they feel like a bad person. If they get rejected, they feel unworthy. If the bank account is low, they feel small. The billionaire mindset separates identity from outcome completely. A failed launch is not proof that you're a failure. A bad month is not evidence that you're not cut out for this. It's simply information. Data about what didn't work so you can adjust and try again. Think about how many products, companies, and ideas failed before the ones that made people rich. Entire companies were shut down. Entire products were pulled from shelves. Entire strategies were abandoned. And every single time, the person behind it treated the failure as a lesson, not a verdict. Because here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a required ingredient of success. If you can separate who you are from what happened to you today, you become unstoppable. Not because you stop losing, everyone loses sometimes, but because losing stops being able to define you. Say this to yourself, I am not my worst month. I am not my last rejection. I am the person who keeps going anyway. That sentence alone has built more empires than any amount of startup capital ever could. You are, whether you like it or not, an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If those 5 people complain more than they create, doubt more than they dream, and settle more than they strive, you will too. Not because you're weak, because that's how humans work. We absorb the energy of our environment. The billionaire mindset is ruthless about this, not cruel, ruthless. It means sometimes outgrowing friendships that no longer serve who you're becoming. It means choosing rooms where you're the least experienced person, not the most, because that's where you grow the fastest. It means finding mentors, communities, and content, like this one right now, that push your ceiling higher instead of confirming your current limits. Look at your circle honestly. Are they talking about problems or are they talking about solutions? Are they talking about what's impossible or what's possible if you just figure it out? You don't need 100 people in your corner. You need 5 who refuse to let you shrink. Now, I want to pause here for a second, because what I'm about to say next is the part people message me about the most. If you've ever felt like you started too late, like the window has closed, like everyone else got a head start you can never catch up to, this next part is for you specifically. Don't skip it. Nobody who ever built something extraordinary felt ready. There was no perfect moment, no ideal set of circumstances, no point where all the fear disappeared and confidence just showed up on schedule. The pattern over and over again is the same. Someone with limited resources, limited experience, and limited certainty made a decision to start anyway and figured the rest out in motion. This is the part where most people get stuck forever. They wait for permission. They wait to feel qualified. They wait for the fear to go away. But the billionaire mindset understands something different. Confidence is built by action, not before it. You don't think your way into becoming a different person. You act your way into it, one uncomfortable decision at a time, until one day you look back and realize you're simply not the same person who was too scared to start. So if you're 45 and think it's too late, it's not. If you're 19 and think you're too young, you're not. If you failed before and think you're disqualified, you're not. The only real disqualification is quitting before the compound effect has time to work. Here's what almost nobody understands about people who build enormous wealth. From the outside, it looks sudden, overnight success, a viral moment, a lucky break. From the inside, it's years, sometimes a decade or more of unglamorous, invisible work that nobody was watching. Small decisions, repeated daily, quietly compounding until one day the results become impossible to ignore. Nobody films the 5 a.m. mornings when nothing is working yet. Nobody posts the years of rejection before the first yes. Nobody shows the version of the story where it isn't working yet. But that's exactly the part you're in right now, and it's exactly the part that matters most. The people who make it are not the ones who never doubted themselves. They're the ones who kept showing up on the days the doubt was loudest. If nobody has told you today, keep going. The compound effect doesn't care how you feel about your progress. It only cares whether you showed up again tomorrow. We're almost at the end of this one, but I need you to hear this last part more than anything else I've said so far, because this is the difference between a video you watched once and forgot and a video that actually changes your next 12 months. Everything I've said tonight comes down to one moment, a moment that has nothing to do with money, timing, or luck. It's a decision. The decision to stop waiting for life to feel ready before you start living like the person you actually want to become. The decision to protect your time like it's the only currency that matters, because it is. The decision to walk toward discomfort instead of away from it. The decision to separate your identity from your results so failure can never again convince you to quit. The decision to build a circle that reflects your future, not your past. The decision to start today exactly as you are, with exactly what you have. That's the billionaire mindset. Not a bank account, not a net worth, a way of moving through the world that refuses to accept less than what's possible. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need to feel ready. You need to decide right now, in this moment, that the next version of your life starts today. Not Monday, not next month, not when things calm down. Today. So here's your assignment. The moment this video ends, do one thing, just one, that the old version of you would have postponed. Send the message, start the plan, make the call, close the tab you've been hiding behind, and open the one that actually moves you forward. Because a year from now, you'll either be telling the story of the day everything changed, or you'll be watching another video just like this one, wondering why nothing has. The choice, like it's always been, is yours. This is the billionaire mindset. Now go build the life that matches it. If this hit you the way it hit me writing it, hit subscribe, because next week I'm dropping the follow-up nobody's ready for, the exact daily routine billionaires use to protect their focus. You don't want to miss that one.